71, Justin Cotto is the son of Ed Cotto and Karma Ray. He is a first-year player for the Panthers. Number 35, Ryan Elkins is the son of Jonathan and Lisa. He is a 2-year letterman as a place kicker for the Panthers. Number 5, Brett Gibson is the son of Jack and Dina Gibson. He is a 4-year letterman at tight end and linebacker. Ali Hussein, a member of the cross-country team, is the son of Dr. Unitiz and Farida Hussein. He is a first-year letterman. Stephen Jones, cross-country, is the son of Billy and Keith Jones. Wade McCown, a member of the golf team, is the son of Greg and Kim McCown. He has been on the varsity team for 5 years. George McGee, golf, is the son of Jay and Carol McGee. Corey Miller, number 58, son of Dennis and Lynn Miller. He is a 1-year letterman as an offensive center and linebacker. Number 20, Jess Parrish, is the son of Lynn and Jessica Parrish. He is a 4-year letterman at receiver and safety. Robert Sherlock, number 40, is the son of Bob and Kathy Sherlock. He is a 4-year letterman playing both linebacker and fullback. Kenny Smith, cross country, is the son of Kenny Smith and Kathy Du Bois. He is a 1st-year letterman. Josh Sullivan, number 68, is the son of Danita and Paul Sullivan. He is a 4-year letterman at offensive guard and defensive end. Ted Walls, number 33, is the son of Howard and Pat Walls. He is a 1-year letterman playing both receiver and cornerback. We appreciate these athletes at Pikeville High School and their parents and guardians for all their support. Good luck, seniors.
Big district matchup here, Kevin. The Pikeville Panthers taking on the Phelps Hornets.
Yeah, we're set for kickoff here. I don't know, Ken. I think Phelps might be a little bit overmatched here with Pikeville. You know, it's a very good football team and got a lot of talent, deep bench or sideline, whatever you want to call it.
Fine kickoff all the way back to the 6-yard line. Chris Robinette takes it there. He's out across the 10, breaks a couple of tackles, but he's brought down out around the 13-yard line as good kick coverage there by the Panthers. It's, like I said, Pikeville, very, very talented football team, having a fine season. 3-2 on the year, but those 2 losses coming to 3A Rockcastle County, and then of course last week to defending 2A state champion, the Belfry Pirates.
And then they've also defeated a top 10 2A team in Prestonsburg. So.
Right, I think Prestonsburg ranks 6th in the state right now in 2A, and Pikeville shut them out here in the Pike County Bowl, 14-0.
Okay.
We're ready to go. Gannon under center. Robert Gannon starts at quarterback. He's rolling out, looking to throw. He's got some room to run. Tries to break it outside, and he's driven out of bounds. Yes, good job there by Robert Shirtliff. Yes, really no gain on the play. Looked like he had a lot of room around the corner there, Kevin, but Shirtliff closed on him in a hurry.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be able to turn the corner there and pick up some yards, but Pikeville's defense just a little bit quick and got to him.
It'll be 2nd and 9 as he picks up 1 yard on the carry. Gannon under center. Got the I formation behind him. They've got Robinette split out wide right. And here's the pitch. And over the left side, not much there. And who was that, Kevin?
Todd Robinette, number 24.
Todd, I believe that's Chris's younger brother. Todd only a sophomore.
No gain on the play.
Belfry's not been able to move the ball here in the first 2 downs.
Phelps.
Phelps.
Yeah. Belfry moved it pretty well last week. As Charlie Pinson and Chuck Scoville and Shane Murray over at Belfry tonight is to bring you the Belfry Pike Central game. It's homecoming night at Belfry High School. Senior night here. Pikeville's last home game as Gannon fakes the pass, then runs to the outside, gets across the 15, driven out of bounds at about the 16-yard line, and it's going to leave Phelps with 4th and 6. He's out to the 17. And the Hornets will be forced to punt it here, deep in their own territory.
Game of 3, 4th and 6 Hornets.
Just underway here. We played a minute and a half. Phelps took the opening kickoff, returned it to the 12-yard line.
Robertson and who's the other kid over there back for Pikeville?
It's Chris Harden back to punt. Weston Robinson and
Hornets, 33, Chad Walls.
Chad Walls. Walls calls the fair catch and takes it at the 49-yard line.
Very good punt by Phelps down there.
Yes, it
Backed up.
was. 32 yards and no return. That's pretty effective. Good high punt by Harden. And Pikeville now with their first possession. And talk about great field position on your first drive. They start in Phelps territory at the 49-yard line.
And they like to keep the ball on the ground, so I'd say we'll see a lot of Shirtliff and Robinson tonight.
Huffman under center. Here's the pitch to Weston Robinson over the right side. He's got a lot of room. Got some nice blocks, and he's all the way down inside the 20-yard line. As a 30-yard pickup down to the 19. Nice run there by Robinson. Well, great blocking on that right side, Kevin.
Yeah, he turned the corner and had a hole and had a couple of lead blockers out in front. I actually thought he was going to take it all the way.
I did too. Here it is, 1st and 10 now at the Phelps 19 for the Panthers. Here goes Shirtliff around the left side, and he's got a lot of room. He breaks a tackle and gets down to the 6-yard line. A 13-yard pickup for Shirtliff. It'll be 1st and goal now for the Panthers. As, like you said, watch for the running game tonight. And two big plays right off the bat here for the Panthers.
I'd say those two kids are probably on the verge of going over 1,000 yards for the year.
Here's Huffman under center, I formation behind him, and hand off to Shirtliff up the middle, and he carries the would-be tackler into the end zone. It's a touchdown, Pikeville. Good hard running by Robert Shirtliff. Pikeville goes up 6-0 with 9:32 to go in the first quarter. As they'll go for the extra point here. Brian Elkins to kick it, and it's blocked.
It didn't take the Panthers long to get on the board.
Sure didn't. They took over. I believe it was exactly 1 minute. I think it was 10:32 when they took over, and 1 minute later, they're in the end zone. 3 plays and 49 yards on the drive.
Shirtliff had 30. Robinson had 30. Shirtliff 19. And the touchdown.
Shirtliff with the 6-yard touchdown run.
Which it's senior night here at Pikeville. They honored they honored every athlete they had, I think, but they also honored the seniors. And I guess Mr. Shirtliff will be a little excited to be in his last home game here after having a great career at Pikeville.
I'm sure he is, and it's a little unusual to have senior night in September. This is the last day of September, September 30th here tonight, and Phelps or Pikeville with 4 more games, all of them on the road. All
unusual
of them district
scheduling.
games. Yes, it is. As you're ready to go, Elkins ready to kick it away. Brian Elkins, and he boots it. Another nice kick. At the 4-yard line, here comes Robinette, and he gets out to the 20 before being taken down. Number 25, Tim Champlin, in on the tackle, along with Jacob Sword. So 1st and 10 Phelps from their own 20-yard line. They trail it 6-0.
Hornets will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
And let's see, Gannon under center once again. And here's a handoff up the middle, big gain. First man through, and he's out across the 30. Should be a 1st down. Number 45, I believe. Justin Dove, nice run by the fullback off left tackle there, and he picked up 11 yards.
Very nice run by Dove. Talked to Justin's dad before the game here, and we were talking, you know, we went over and did the Phelps Betts Lane game, and he carried the ball 3 or 4 times, so he said he'd been playing a little bit more and getting some more ball carries, so maybe that's the reason.
And here we go. Gannon once again, I think, gave it to Dove, and he's hit immediately. Pikeville saying they have the ball, and they do. A fumble on the play, and Pikeville takes over. Up and under center, I formation behind him. He gives it off to Robinson up the middle. He breaks a tackle and gets down across. It'll be 2nd and 5 now for the Panthers. Preston Robinson with 2 carries for 35 yards already. Huffman under center. And 7-yard line. Gannon under center, wishbone formation. And nice play action pass by Gannon, but he's in trouble. Makes some nice moves, and he finally gets drilled. A big loss by Josh Sullivan.
Another flag on the field. Looks like it could be in the area of holding.
As Gannon pointing at the other side. I don't know if maybe they got a face mask or something. Let's see what the call is here. Now they're talking to Pikeville, and evidently was against Phelps.
Holding against Phelps, they'll decline that penalty, and it'll be 2nd down and
21 looks like.
Yep.
So they're back at the 22, got to get to the 1-yard line for a first down, so big loss there by Gannon.
Loss of 10 yards. He had a beautiful fake. I mean, he
Really
hit the ball real well, rolled out to the left, but Pikeville wasn't food, and all of a sudden he was surrounded by maroon jerseys.
As here we go. Gannon brings them up. Going to line up in the I formation this time. Robinette the deep back now. Here's the fake. Gannon rolls out. He's got time, fires it for the end zone, and just overthrows Todd Robinette as he had a couple of steps on everybody out there.
Yeah, he was open. He just overthrew him. I think Pop was bunching up and expecting to run, and Phelps catching him off guard with that pass.
Yes, good route ran there by Robinette. Gannon just overthrew him.
Bring up 3rd and 23.
Gannon off the sideline with the play. Phelps taking quite a bit of time in the huddle. You're going to have to hustle it up here to avoid a delay of game penalty. Gannon takes it, pitches it back to Robinette. He's wanting to pass the ball, but too much pressure back there by the Panthers, and he's down at the 30-yard line. As he was trying to, Gannon pitched it back to Robinette, and Gannon was going out for the pass, but Robinette just couldn't find room to throw it with that Pikeville pass rush.
Yeah, it looked like they had a halfback pass going back to the quarterback, but like you said, Pikeville's line just came through and just crushed that one.
It leaves Phelps now with a 4th and 29 around the 30-yard line, and they're going to go for it here.
Yeah,
Gannon in the shotgun first time tonight. He's back. Throws a short pass out to Robinette. He gets hit hard at the 30, but breaks the tackle down the left side, and he's down to the 21, and that's all he gets there as Chad Walls in on the tackle, along with, I believe that's a number 10. We don't have a 10 on the Pikeville roster here, Kevin.
I think that's Tim Honecker, or Ted Honecker, I'm not for sure.
Okay. So Pikeville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22. As Phelps moved the ball that time, a big 46-yard gain there on the pass to Chris Harden. And here's a snap back to Huffman in the shotgun. He's rolling to the left. He's got some room. He's out across the 30. That's back at the 35 and all the way out to the 40-yard line. An 18-yard pickup for Chase Huffman. Picks up a Panthers first down. It'll be First and 10 Pikeville at their own 40-yard line.
Pikeville's moving the ball extremely well, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Huffman once again in the shotgun, and he's rolling to the right this time, looking to pass. He fires it out, and it's caught out there by Jess Parrish, and we've got a block in the back here. Parrish is down the sideline. He's driven out at the 18, but this one's coming back as you can see that one clearly there. It's Tim Champlin drilled the Phelps player in the back there.
It's going to take away about a 35-yard gain.
Stops the clock with 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Pikeville up 13-0.
Coach McNamee can't be too happy with those 2 penalties so far. Unnecessary roughness down here, and then clip right there took away a big play.
No, he can't be happy about that.
So it's a pickup of...
Still picked up 13 yards before the penalty.
I think the chain crew over there is... Pick up a 13.
Penalty is a legal block against the Panthers.
That'll bring up
Ball back to the 42-yard line. It'll be
First and 10 Panthers.
replay first down. It'll be 1st and 8. As Huffman back, and he takes off up the middle, and nice tackle there. Who was that, Kevin?
I think it was
52.
52 is DJ Dotson.
Good job there by Dotson. It looked like Huffman had a big hole, was going somewhere, didn't it? And boy, Dotson wrapped him up. He just got 1 yard on that carry.
Did he get a yard? I didn't know. I thought he might even just got back to the original, to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 7 now. Huffman in the shotgun, back looking to pass. He's got all day back there to throw it. Finally drills it and throws it behind his intended receiver. Incomplete, intended out there for Brett Gibson. And threw it behind him. Back there on the coverage was Jordan Farrell of the Phelps Hornets.
3rd and 8 from the 42.
3rd and 8 now.
3 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Big 3rd down here for Phelps. They need to hold him.
Yes, Huffman in the shotgun. He's back. And he sees an opening over the left side, a lot of room. He's out across the 45, nice move, the 50, down to the 45, the 30, and finally dragged down by Robert Gannon at the 28-yard line. A 29-yard pickup for Chase Huffman on the run.
Ken Huffman's got 47 yards on the ground so far. He carried the ball 3 times, and 2 of them big runs.
Huffman takes the snap from the shotgun. He fires it deep down the left side and wide open for the touchdown. It's Chad Walls. Phelps player back on the coverage, kind of got turned around there and hesitated for a moment, and Walls, good separation, had a wide open and a great throw there by Huffman.
It was right on the money, wasn't it?
Huffman really coming along here for these Panthers. This is his first year starting at quarterback, and he's really looking good. Here's the kick by Elkins up, and it's good. 3:11 to go in the first quarter. Your score, Pikeville 20, Phelps nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone. Hillard Howard Field. Tonight's game between Pikeville and Phelps. Pikeville leading at 20-0 here. 3 minutes and 11 seconds remain in the first quarter.
And I'll tell you, Kevin, this Pikeville very impressive so far tonight.
They sure are. I've watched them. We come up and did the Hazard game, and they got all over Hazard. I mean, they beat them like 49-6, and Hazard scored on the very last play.
Here goes Robinette from the 5, and he is taken down hard at the 20-yard line. That was Honaker. Which one is that,
I
Tim
think
or Ted?
Ted Honaker there.
Oh, what a hit.
Yeah, I thought he might have got up in the face mask the way the head went back, but I guess not. I mean, referee was right there in front of him. Just a high hit took him down from the shoulders.
So 1st and 10 Phelps. So once again, right on the 20-yard line. As Gannon under center, wishbone formation this time for Phelps. And here's a handoff up the middle. That's Robinette, and he's out near the 30-yard line, close to a first down. Good run by Chris Robinette.
Number 2, Chris Robinette.
2:50 to go in the first quarter.
Pickup of 9.
Pickup of nine yards and 9 yards and 9 inches, Kevin. He's about to 3 inches short of the first down there. That nose of the ball just off of that 30.
I believe if I was Phelps, I'd ask for a measurement. Because he's extremely close to it.
Yes, he is. Gannon under center, and it's a quarterback keeper. He's got the first down. He's out to the 31.
Pickup of about 2.
Gannon goes over to Coach Bill McKinney for the play call.
1st and 10 Hornets from their own 31.
Hard to keep these Robinettes. They're under center sometimes and then halfback.
Split out, wide out. Gannon in the shotgun this time. It's 1st and 10, and we've got a timeout on the field. Phelps takes a timeout, so 2:05 to go in the first quarter. Your score, Pikeville 20, Phelps nothing. We'll be right back on WPRG TV 5. And we're back at Pikeville High School as Phelps with a 1st and 10 from the Pikeville 32-yard line. Pikeville leading it 20-0. Gannon with it. Floats it off to Robinette out in the flat there on the left. He gets out near the 35. Went out of bounds there somewhere. We've got to see where the official spots it. Just short of the 35. About a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Hornets. Good job by Gannon to get rid of that ball. As that pressure getting there once again, and he dumped it off to Robinette just in time.
Bring up 2nd and 7. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Phelps has had a little success passing the ball here on Pikeville, surprisingly. Coach McKinney might try to put it in the air some more.
Here's the snap back to Gannon, and he's looking deep down the left side for Robinette, and it's broken up back there by Chad Walls. Good coverage out there by Walls. It'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Phelps Hornets.
Got Gannon 3 out of 5 so far, 57 yards. Of course, the big play was the 46-yard strike to Harden there.
Yes, the Hornets still in the huddle. Here they come slowly. Gannon in the shotgun. Dove, the lone setback. And here's the snap. He's back, and here comes the pressure. Nice block there by Dove. Gannon takes off with it. Makes a couple of moves, but unable to get away, and he's brought down just across the 36 by number 55 there on the first hit, Will Lockhart.
Pick up of 2, have to bring up 4th down. I guess
4th
Phelps
and 5.
punting situation here.
Ball at the Phelps 36-yard line. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Pikeville already up 20-0.
Harden dropping back to punt.
Harden back in punt position.
Got Robinson and who is 33 Walls back to return.
Walls. And here's a whistle. We've probably got to delay a game, or did Coach McKinney take a timeout? He comes out on the field there. Another timeout. We'll just keep it right here this time, Kevin, and talk about some things going on around the area. We've got tonight Prestonsburg is over at Magoffin County, and I'll tell you, those Black Cats, talk about an improved team from week one. As they, like I said earlier tonight, they got shut out up here at Pikeville, but they've really been on a roll since that point. They beat three really good teams in a row there in Bell County, Lawrence County, and Ashland, and last weekend beat a good football team in Sheldon Clark, and they beat them pretty soundly too. So they're really rolling, and everything leading up to next Friday night at Belfry High School. Prestonsburg and Belfry will be playing for what more than likely will be for the district championship. I don't see anybody else in the District 2A knocking either one of those two off the way they're playing.
No, the 2A has got 4 mountain teams in the top 10. And of course, you got Belfry at 2. Prestonsburg, I think you said they moved up to 6 this week.
I believe.
And,
Breathitt's Breathitt at 1 this week.
I think they are. Yeah.
And just a lot of great football teams in the mountains once again. Hardin back to punt it. Here's the snap. And good kick, good high kick. And it's taken at the 36 and no return there. That was Chris Robinette back there on the coverage. As soon as he took it, I thought he would call a fair catch there, Kevin, but he took the...
I thought he might too, but...
down at the 36, it'll be 1st and 10 there.
So Pikeville will take over here, 51 seconds remaining in the first quarter, up 20-0.
Huffman lines up under center this time with the I formation behind him. Perry split wide right. And here's a pitch back to Robinson over the right side. He's got a lot of room, and he may go. Finally dragged down inside the Phelps 40 at the 37-yard line. A 27-yard run by Weston Robinson. And I believe that was 88 there, I think, on the tackle. That's Cody Salyer. Quite a job by him to grab Robinson from behind there and take him down.
Got Robinson with 82 yards on 4 carries so far tonight.
And we're still in the first quarter.
Still in the first quarter, a 20-yard average.
Here's Huffman with the pitch to Shurtleff around the left side. And he gets inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Let's see, they fought it now at the...
About the 26.
He's going to have the first down. And it'll be 1st and 10 Pikeville from the Phelps 26. As they stop the clock to move the chains, that'll wrap us up here for the first quarter. So at the end of one quarter, your score, the Pikeville Panthers 20, the Phelps Hornets nothing. We'll be right back on Eastern Kentucky Sports Leader, the Intermountain Sports Network.
Again, a special thank you to the City Police and Emergency Services for their coverage of tonight's game and all home games.
Welcome back, everyone. Second quarter action here. Hillard Howard Field, Pikeville 20, Phelps 0. Pikeville driving, ball on the 26-yard line.
As the Panthers threaten again, here's Robinson up the middle, and he picks up about 3 yards and gets drilled, and we've got a flag down in the middle of the line there, so probably going to have holding. It is holding on
against Phelps.
Against Phelps.
It's an unusual call.
Yes, it is.
I thought the defender was liable to grab and hold and try to tackle. Might have wrestled him to the field.
As that takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line. Be 1st and 10. And the senior, Robert Shurtleff, just looked in here like, what was that called? He's as it's unusual.
So to bring up 1st, and I guess they can get a first down. The ball's on the 11.
There's a pitch to Robinson around the left side. He cuts it back up the middle, and he's in the end zone. touchdown, Pikeville. Nice run there by Weston Robinson as he started to the outside to the left, cut it back to the middle of the field, and found the seam and goes right in the end zone for the touchdown. It's been all Pikeville Panthers here tonight. They lead it 26-0, and we're just 25 seconds into the second quarter.
Yeah, Shirtliff, Robinson, that's 96 yards, so on 6 carries.
Elkins in to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Pikeville Panthers go up now by a score of 27-0. As the Panthers really rolling. And Kevin, our district here in our region will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, all the way through the state semifinals. That goes for Pikeville in Class Single A. Should they advance that far, they would be here, and the same with Belfry and Prestonsburg. Should they advance? Of course, they have to be a number one seed.
Right. I know Pikeville last year, they had to travel over to Lincoln, I think, when their run to the state finally came to an end.
Right. That was the regional championship.
Right. And then Belfry had to travel up to Northern Kentucky to play Lloyd Memorial. Is that correct?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was a state semifinal at Lloyd Memorial.
So it'd be good to have some of those teams travel up here especially to a complex like this. I mean, this is just a fabulous facility.
What a fine facility. As Elkins ready to kick it off again. He boots it away. Another good kick. Robinette back at the 6. He's out across the 15. Now it's across the 20, and that's about it. Not much there, maybe to the 21. But this is one tremendous facility here. Had the game here a couple weeks ago. I think maybe was it the Hazard game when we'd had all the rain and
yes.
And yet this field's still great shape to play on.
Yeah.
I was down at Prestonsburg that night, and there was a small river running through the middle of the field, and you guys were up here on this turf. It's just tremendous.
Yeah, Prestonsburg's got a fine facility too. I mean, but they got the natural grass where Pikeville here. I think they call this the sports turf. It's a lot of colleges, like to have this type of facility right here to play in.
Right.
Of course, the Pikeville College Bears, which is number 16 this week in the polls, does play here.
As Gannon hands it off to Robinette, he has a nice run out to the 25-yard line. They back it up to the 24 now, pick up a 3. But boy, I tell you, Kevin, if viewers out there want to see some good football, they need to be here this Saturday night at 7 o'clock. The Pikeville College Bears will be hosting Union, and should be a great ball game. I believe it's homecoming night for the Bears, and should be a great game. Union really played well last week against Georgetown.
Yep.
Here's Gannon under center. And Gibson chased him. Nice block there. And here's the throw complete out at the 30. Number 89 on the reception.
McCoy
Justin McCoy. Yeah. He's the younger brother of Melvin McCoy that had such a good career for the Hornets.
Pickup of about 4.
All right at the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up third and a long one, about 1.5 yards to go here. Gannon under center, I formation behind him. And hands it off up the middle, and nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. I think that was Dove.
Justin Dove, yes.
It's going to leave Phelps with a 4th and 1.5, and looks like they're probably going to go for it. Gannon over there getting the play call from Coach McKinney, and what have you got to lose? Already down 27-0.
They pretty much got to, as Hal Mummy would say, open up the playbook and let's see what we can come up with. Somebody squat down here and draw one out in the sand.
There you go. So Gannon brings them up slowly. Gannon under center, I formation. He's just going to try to draw him offside, and now he takes the timeout, and Phelps will punt it away. We'll just keep it right here, but that was the plan. I believe Phelps is out of timeouts now. I think that's their third one. We've still got 9:19 to go in the half. It's 27-0 Pikeville. And ready to go here in just a minute.
You never know. Coach McKinney, though, he's liable to come out and still go for it.
That's true. Can't tell much about Coach McKinney. We've got see some of the other games going on around the area tonight.
Got the Big Apple Bowl down in Johnson County there.
Oh, yeah.
Paintsville and Johnson Central.
That's always an interesting matchup there. Talk about a rivalry. Those schools are, you can throw a rock from one campus to the other almost. They're really close, and big rivalry. And Paintsville's won the last 3 Apple Bowls, but I'm going to predict it goes the other way tonight. This Johnson Central, now that Coach Matney's there, his first year there, what a turnaround. They already won 4 games this year, and I think that's the total wins they had in the last 3 years.
I think it
3
is,
or 4
yeah.
games. So
And they started out 4-0. They lost
4-0.
their first game last week, so they are back punting. That's Harden.
And it's blocked, and they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. But now, if he touched the ball, which I believe he did, that's not a roughing.
He's calling it.
The fans not happy about it.
I don't know, Ken. I'm like you. I thought if you touch the ball, then you could actually hit the kicker.
You can hit the kicker. It is. And you know, unless you're going to a slap to the head or some personal foul, which there wasn't on that play, and in fact that's not the call. So.
You know, I don't think any other player was involved. I think the guy that made the contact with the kicker was also the one that made contact with the ball. That's 45-yard line. That's a pickup of. Well, the ball was on like the 27. So.
Yeah, how did it end up all the way up here?
I don't know.
Well, no, I think it was on the 30.
Okay, it might have been.
And tries a draw play up the middle to the Dove, and he loses a couple of yards.
Looks like that Pikeville Panthers defense fired up a little bit after that one now.
That was because that was the same official that called the defensive holding on a running play up the middle. So maybe it was just a payback. So here I owe you one, Hornet. So here you go.
You may want to look over here at the Pikeville sideline before he decides to do that.
Yeah.
Bring up 2nd and 12 here for Phelps. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Gannon under center. Split backs this time. Here's Gannon back. And Shurtleff coming after him. He strips the ball. It's picked up by Josh Sullivan, and he's chased down inside the 20. Robert Shurtleff with a good hit to cause the fumble. And Josh Sullivan there to pick it up and rumble to the 18-yard line. DJ Dotson, number 52 of Phelps, saved the touchdown there, Kevin, with that tackle.
Phelps has had 2 fumbles tonight and lost both of them, so 2 turnovers. Piper was going to take over on the 18, be 1st and 10.
Here's Huffman under center, high formation behind him. He rolls out, pitches it, and behind Robinson. Robinson runs it down back at the 32 and gets some blocks. He's almost back to the line of scrimmage, and we've got a flag.
I would think it'll be blocking in the back. But then again, it could be holding on the defense.
It could be. You never know. And it's holding on the defense. You nailed that one.
Well, they're marking it off. They've marked.
Let's see, they're going back to the spot of the foul, I guess.
Okay.
Some unusual calls here tonight. He's talking with the Panthers.
I don't know. These officials are having a little bit of a difficult time here tonight.
Yes, they are. Having a long discussion out here with the Panthers.
Maybe it's this Thursday night action there.
Yeah, they're used to working Friday night, and they're saying declined. I guess they figured out, marked it off from the spot of the foul. It just be 10 yards, and Robinson got the ball back near the original line of scrimmage. So
After all this, it looks like the ball's going to go back to the original line of scrimmage and be 2nd and 10.
should be 2nd and 10, or it's going to actually be 2nd and 12, as he lost a couple of yards on the play. But the thing is, they gave up the down though by doing that.
Yeah.
And now they've got the first down marker. It shouldn't be first down if the penalties decline. Here's a pass by Huffman, incomplete, intended for Brett Gibson. But, that should have been 2nd down.
Should have been. Huffman's 2 out of 4 tonight for 41 yards. Of course, the 28-yard touchdown strike to Walls. So 7:42 remaining here in the second quarter. Pikeville 27, Phelps 0.
We've got I think we got the SEC crew here tonight that did the Tennessee-Florida game. Here's Huffman in the shotgun. And handoff to Robinson. Looked like he was stopped, and then here he goes down the left side of the goal. God, did he get drilled. He was up in the air and got nailed, but he bounces right back up.
Number 20 there, I believe. That's Johnson. Pickup of about 5 there. Did he get a first down?
Let's see, I spotted at the 10-yard line. He's going to be about two yards short. Now they've got, I think they corrected their mistake there now. They've got it 4th down.
4th down.
Which should be right. So they did catch that.
5-yard run.
Good job there.
Robson over the 100-yard mark.
And here goes Huffman with it. Straight up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Pikeville. Yes, Pikeville goes up now 33-0. But we've still got 7 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first half.
Huffman with 57 yards rushing now. So Pikeville's getting close to 200 yards on the ground, and there's 7 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Elkins in to kick it once again. Here's the snap, kick up, and it's good. 7:24 to go in the half, 34-0 Pikeville over Phelps. We'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network. And welcome back to Hillard Howard Field. Ken Hall along with Kevin Tackett and Dr. Don. The Pikeville Panthers all over the Phelps Hornets here. They lead it 34-0, 7:24 to go in the half, and Elkins kicks it away at the 8-yard line. Chris Robinette with it. Takes off up the middle, and he gets out to the 25-yard line.
Phelps take over here on 1st and 10 with the ball in the 25. 7 minutes and 18 seconds remain here in the first half.
And there's a pair of freshmen in on the tackle, Kevin, the Honaker twins.
The Honakers.
Got down the field in a hurry. Good kick coverage.
Yeah, Ted's been playing quite a bit. I don't think Tim's got much game time, but Ted, I think the nose guard for Pikeville got hurt there during the middle of the season. And
Casey Rose out a couple of games or banged up.
Ted Honaker came in and played nose guard as a freshman and did rather well, especially in the hazard game.
Yes, Gannon under center. Hand off up the middle to Robinette, and gets out to the 28, but the ground popped the ball loose when he hit the ground, so it's not a fumble.
Is that Todd or Chris Robinette?
That's Chris, number 2.
Pickup of 3.
It'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Hornets.
Robinette 15 yards on the ground so far tonight.
Here comes Gannon off the sideline with the play call.
Phelps has actually had a little success moving the ball. It's just they seem to move it a little bit and then stall out. And then, of course, Pikeville jumps all over it on the offense there.
And we've got movement.
Yeah, number 68 there on the line for Phelps. Don't know his name because we don't have a 68. Maybe it was 66. I'm sorry about that.
Sheldon Clark's playing at Eastridge High School tonight. Tomorrow night, another district matchup as Allen Central will be at Hazard. South Floyd travels to Jenkins tomorrow night.
Don Daniels and the boys.
Don and the boys, as we appreciate.
Told him to bring forward. He said he's going to bring 6. He ended up bringing 11.
Bringing 11, but I was glad he did that. Donnie brought all 11 seniors last night to be on primetime sports.
Let's hope Donnie ain't teaching math over there.
Yeah, let's hope not. And here's a fumble.
Right in the hands of Pikeville defender.
As Dove, it just popped out of Dove's hands and right to Brett Gibson. Another break for the Panthers. They get it at the Phelps 25-yard line.
3 fumbles, 3 lost. So to put Pikeville back on the 1st and 10, ball on the 26-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter, or first half.
Here's Huffman.
Shirtliff.
Shirtliff over the right side, and he gets down at the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Shirtliff got 37 yards rushing here in the first half on 5 carries.
Clock running, 5:42 to go in the first half. Pikeville dominating here, 34-0. Hand off up the middle, and Shirtliff gets down across the 20 to about the 17. He's going to be a couple yards short of the first down. Leave Pikeville with 3rd and 2. Jordan Carroll on the tackle.
3rd and 2 from the Hornet 17.
As Huffman brings them up. I formation with Shirtliff and Robinson. And here's Robinson over the left side. He gets hit immediately, and he's going to be short of the first down, I believe. Be about the 16.
For 2, Robinson on the carry.
Pickup of about 1, wasn't it, Ken? Yeah, he's short.
Just a yard, so he's about a yard short. It'll be, leave the Panthers with 4th and 1. And I think they're going to try a field goal here. As I see Brian Elkins come in, and
yeah, McNamee tried a 50-yarder up here the other day in a game. Maybe Pikeville called a timeout. Yeah.
Well, and now the Panthers take a timeout. We'll just keep it right here. Wait this field goal attempt. But talk about some other games going on. As I said, Prestonsburg at McGoffin County tonight. Shelby Valley's at Whitesburg. I think that game's being played tomorrow night.
I think a team from Virginia, J.J. Kelly's going to travel over and play Betsy Lane down in Floyd County.
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow night at Betsy Lane. So if you want to get out and see some football, not a lot of games left to be played on Friday night around the area. Most of them moved to Thursday night, but Betsy Lane will be playing at home tomorrow night.
Of course, we got the big University of Kentucky. They'll try to even their record this weekend, 2-2 against Ohio Bobcats, I believe that.
Yeah, they play them Saturday night at 7.
Yeah. Throwback uniforms.
Yeah.
So
we've got, and once again, I'd like to remind you, the Pikeville College Bears will be right here at Pikeville High School Friday night. And if you've not been to a Bears game, you ought to come out and see this group play. I'll tell you, they're an exciting bunch. They've got some great athletes, got some fifth-year seniors that have been with the program since day one. And really, really talented team. Here's Huffman with it. Up the middle, first down, Robert Shirtliff as he gets all the way down to the 18, about a 3-yard pickup. As I guess they changed their mind on the field goal attempt.
Yeah. I guess Coach McNamee probably felt they could get it, just needed 1 yard, and with Shirtliff in the backfield, big and strong as he is, it's hard for anyone to stop him from gaining a yard or 2.
Lawrence County's got a tough night ahead of them tomorrow night as they'll be hosting Ironton, Ohio. Ironton just defeated Ashland last week, 34-7.
I think some of them.
Here's Huffman under center. Back looking to pass. Fires it for the corner of the end zone for Parrish, and he's right on target with it. Touchdown, Pikeville. I'll tell you, Kevin, I've been really impressed with Chase Huffman this year so far. He's really coming along as a quarterback. He's a great athlete, got really good speed, and got a tremendous arm on him.
He sure does, and that was a beautiful thrown pass. I mean, he just threw it towards the corner, and the receiver ran under it. And what can you say? You know, Pipe was just all over Phelps tonight.
Elkins with the extra point. It's up, and it's good. It's Pikeville 41, Phelps nothing, with 3:54 to go in the first half. We'll be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network. 5 seconds, Don. As Pikeville ready to kick it away once again, Brian Elkins to kick it off. The Panthers have just gone up 41-0 over Phelps. We're still in the first half, 3:54 to go in the half, and here's another fine kickoff as all the way back at the 4-yard line. It's Chris Robinette again, and Robinette's had quite a work out there tonight returning kicks. He's out to the 22-yard line. Phelps will take over there, 1st and 10.
3 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the first half. Pikeville 41, Phelps 0. Everything Pikeville's doing tonight, it just seems to be going right for him, doesn't it? I mean, passing, running.
Sure does.
Defense is obviously playing good. I mean, Phelps has got minimal yards here. Outside of the big 46-yard pass, Phelps has had trouble with, 3 or 4 yards and out.
Yes, they have. Here's Gannon under center. Makes the handoff. Rolls out, and he's looking deep down the right side and almost caught out there by McCoy. Good throw by Gannon as McCoy just about got to it. Just short. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Hornets.
Gaining 4 out of 7 for 61 yards.
Second and 10. As here's Robert Gannon under center. And handoff to Robinette. He made some nice moves there. Got out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Pickup of 4. It'll leave 3rd and 6 now for the Hornets.
Robinette 19 yards on the ground.
Gannon brings them up slowly. Here's the snap. And Gannon rolling out to the right with it. Puts it up, and he's got a first down across the 35, across the 40, and driven out after 45. Chip Davis, number 11 on the tackle. As Gannon picked up 18 yards on the play out to the 45. 2:44 to go in the half. Pikeville leads at 41-0.
Well, once again, Phelps is moving the ball. Let's see if they can do, capitalize on this now. Gannon 26 yards on the ground.
Yes, Gannon hands it off up the middle to Dove. He gets across the 45.
Pickup of 1.
About a yard on the play.
Dove 3 carries for 15 yards.
It'll be an interesting game tomorrow night, Kevin, in Boyle County. Boyle County, of course, 5 consecutive state championships, and they'll be hosting Pulaski Southwestern, and well, they're having a great year. They just destroyed Rockcastle last week, and Rockcastle hasn't been destroyed in many years by anybody.
They sure did. I mean, I was watching WIMT there before I came over to this game, and they had the player of the week, a kid down there, had 300 and some yards rushing and 6 touchdowns last week for Pulaski County.
Lee Renfro, the young man's name, he's a Mr. Football candidate. And Casey Rowe back there on the tackle. Good job by Rowe. And
Todd Robinette tried to reverse and lost about 6.
Big loss. As she rolled all over him. Brett Gibson also in there to finish the tackle. As we're down now to a minute and a half to go in the first half. It's going to be third and about 18, it looks like. 17.
Got a minute and 17 seconds here in the first half.
Gannon in the shotgun. He's back looking to pass. Fires it to Chris Harden, and then he laterals, tries to lateral to Robinette, and it's recovered by the Panthers. As Phelps tried a little trick play there, and Harden missed Robinette on the lateral. Michael recovers.
The old hook and lateral, huh?
Yep.
And it was actually open. I mean, Harden just made a bad pitch. And,
so Pikeville gets it at their own, or at the Phelps 34-yard line. 1st and 10 with 1:03 to go in the half. And he set up with split backs. Huffman fakes the pitch. Now he does pitch it to Robinson, and good pursuit by the Hornets, but he cuts it back to the middle of the field. He's got room. Now he's over on the right side, inside the 20, and driven down at the 18-yard line. Nice running there by Weston Robinson.
gain of about 12 on that.
Clock stopped to move the chains with 49 seconds to go in the half.
Under a minute to go here.
As Huffman lines up under center. He takes it, gives it to Shurtleff up the middle, and he's runs over a couple of people and straight into the end zone. Touchdown, Pikeville. 18 yards up the middle by Robert Shurtleff, and Pikeville completely dominating this one as they lead it now 47-0 with only 32 seconds to go in the half.
We've got touchdown runs of 6 yards, 16 yards, 11 yards.
Here's the kick up and good again as it's Pikeville 48, Phelps nothing with 32 seconds to go in the half. We'll keep it right here until halftime. It's a very impressive performance out here by the Panthers. And I'd say a lot of these Panthers don't get a lot of playing time. Will be out here in this second half, Kevin.
Yeah, I'd say we'll see a lot of underclassmen get some action. Shurtleff with 61 yards on the night. Robinson 114. Huffman 57. And of course, you know, Huffman's got the 2 touchdown passes also. He's got 41 yards through the air, 3 out of 6. Phelps was a little bit overmatched. We all knew that coming in, and you know, Pikeville was just one of the better football teams in the state, especially Class A team.
They certainly are.
Chris McNamee's got these boys primed and ready, and they're playing some good ball. I figured they'd be a little bit upset after last weekend also.
Yes, after the loss to Belfry, being shut out by the Belfry Pirates. Boy, what a team that Belfry Pirate team is.
Say they hadn't been shut out in this field in a long time.
Elkins boots it away, and boy, he just keeps kicking it inside that 5 and 10 yard line all night. This one all the way back to the 3. Here comes Robinette up the left side, taken down at the 22. Phelps will take over there 1st and 10 with only 25 seconds to go in the first half. So, Elkins has to be, his leg has to be getting tired. He's kicked, attempted 7 extra points. The first one was blocked, and then since then he's had all 6 extra point attempts, and he's had 7, 8 kickoffs tonight in the first half.
Then Pikeville just, you know, they're just outmanning Phelps right here. Now the numbers are starting to come into effect. You know, you look at the sidelines. Pikeville's probably got 50, 60 kids dressed, and Phelps probably 20, 25.
As Gannon under center. He's back looking to pass. Fires it deep down the middle. It's going to be picked off at the 30, the 20, the 10, and stopped at about the 5 or 6 yard line. Chip Davis on the interception, and Gannon, I don't know if the receiver didn't make it out there on his route or whatever, as Gannon fired it deep down the middle, and there's no Phelps receiver even headed that direction that I saw.
No, and the scary part is Pikeville's going to get the ball back in great field position and got an opportunity to put 6 more on the board.
They got the ball at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal with 15 seconds to go in the half.
Looks like we're getting some new players in here for Pikeville already. Number 3's in the ball game, and number 12.
And Coach McNamee takes a timeout here.
Tim Honecker's number 3.
Just to get this young group organized here, and
maybe he's going back with his regulars.
I believe he is.
Maybe he's not just too satisfied yet. The 48-point lead.
I think it's probably a matter of the right players going on their field in the right position or whatever. I think they didn't know where everybody's supposed to line up, so he said we better wait and plan this out at halftime maybe.
Yeah, I've seen 3 or 4 try to go to the left side of the line. So we got 15 seconds remaining here in the first half, and so the Pikeville Bears and the Union. What is Union?
Union, I think they might be Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, yeah. I believe they are.
I believe they are. Should be an interesting game, but I'd like to encourage everybody to come out here Saturday night and see this great facility and watch some good college football. Pikeville College ranked 16th in the nation and moving up.
And their old buddy Charlie Pinson will be doing the ball game.
You can guarantee that. Charlie does a great job following those Bears wherever they are. And Huffman takes a knee, and that'll do it for the first half. As it's been all Pikeville Panthers at the end of the half. Your score, Pikeville 48, Phelps nothing. We'll be back in a few minutes with second half action right here on Eastern Kentucky Sports Leader, the Intermountain Sports Network.
Pretty much dominated that first half. Anything they wanted to do, they had success doing it. So onside kick here by Phelps.
And it did roll 10 yards, and I think the Pikeville player finally grabbed it.
Phelps is arguing, but I believe Pikeville just rolled up and he finally fell on it.
Chris Harden came out of there with it.
Well, I guess
Phelps. Phelps gets the ball, and Pikeville made a mistake there. Of course,
he waited on it, and
they can cross the line there, and it don't have to go 10 yards before they can take the ball.
You can come and get it. You just can't get it. The kicking team can't go get it till it goes 10 yards.
Of course, I think a whole lot of inexperienced players out there for the Panthers now. As Coach McNamee's put in a lot of younger players here to start this second half. And Gannon hands it off to Chris Robinette. He gets 5 yards up to the 45, and we will have a continually running clock here, Kevin, as anything over a 45-point lead or greater in high school going into the second half. They let the clock run even during the incomplete passes out of bounds.
Some of the stats first half, we'll run down some from Phelps here. Gannon had 26 yards rushing. Todd Robinette, 1 carry for 1 yard. Dove, 15 yards on 4 carries. And Chris Robinette, with that carry there, has got 24 yards on the night.
Here's Todd Robinette over the right side, and good job by those young Panthers out there. As he only gets a yard and a half on the carry.
And in the passing department, Gannon was 5 out of 8 for 66 yards, and of course the one big pass play there to Harden, the 46-yard completion, and then had the late interception there in the first half.
Phelps facing a 3rd down and 4 right now. Gannon with a wishbone formation behind him this time. Takes it, and here's a handoff to Robinette trying to get to the outside. And good pursuit by the Panthers. We've got a flag coming down here as Robinette driven out of bounds. Number 22, which we don't have on the roster and on the play. Sam Mirando, PA announcer says.
I believe we may have face mask here on Pikeville. It is, and it'll probably be enough to give them first down. I'm not sure who got their hand up in there, but Just want to give Phelps first down.
Ball down at the 37-yard line now, the Panther 37. Phelps will have it 1st and 10 there.
Robinette didn't get any yards on the carry, but I guess the penalty will give him enough yards to get the first down. So 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
As Gannon under center. And handoff straight up the middle to Dove. A big hole. He's across the 30, trying to turn it outside, and nowhere to go there. Good job there by number 30 of Pikeville. And once again, we don't have a 30 on our roster here.
It's a good carry by Dove. Pickup of 9. So once again, Phelps moves the ball on the defense, but it's kind of like one of those bend and don't break
Right.
deals. They've gave up a few yards, but it seems like they bow their back when they have to. And so
Ball at the 29. 2nd and 1. Gannon under center. And Todd Robinette, good hard running up the middle. He's got a first down. He's all the way down to the 24, maybe the 23-yard line.
pick up a 5 on the play. So to bring up another first down, ball on the 24, 25-yard line, 24-yard line.
First down, Phelps.
Yes, Gannon brings them out. Here it goes. It's an end around to Chris Robinette. And he gets down to the 20-yard line.
Pick up a 4 on the play.
Ted Honaker in on the tackle.
Bring up 2nd and 6. Already down to 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Phelps seems to be in no hurry either.
Taking their time. Gannon under center. Takes it. And it's Todd Robinette again over the right side, and he's got a big gain down to the 12 or 13-yard line. He should have another first down.
Pick up a 7, so
It is a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 Phelps from the Pikeville 13 as the Hornets threaten to get on the board for the first time tonight.
I think Coach McNamee playing a lot of reserves here. Some kids getting them some experience and some game time. You never know when you need one later on down the road, but he can't be too pleased right now the way Phelps is moving the ball on him. Dove on the carry, gaining no gain.
2nd and 10 Phelps.
Ball on 13. So Ken, you gonna get a Friday night off this week, huh?
Yeah, how about that? Well, most of the games played on Thursday night. We're going to have a free Friday night. And hope you stay free on Friday night, Kevin. Don't end up incarcerated somewhere. And here's Todd Robinette on the reverse. And he's in. 13-yard touchdown for Todd Robinette as Phelps on the board. It's 48-6 now. Pikeville leads it. 5:26 to go in the third quarter.
Now, does the clock keep running now that it's under 45?
I don't.
I think it
Yeah,
does.
I think it continues.
Yeah.
Once if it's 45 going into the second half, they go ahead and run it the entire second half.
Well, obviously Phelps will be going this too. A very nice run by Robinette. Pick up a 27 or pick up a 14, gives him 27 yards on the night.
Here's Gannon under center. Takes the handoff, rolls out, fires it in the end zone, and it's caught. Nice catch out there by McCoy as he slides to the ground and pulls it in.
McCoy or Harden?
That was 89, Justin
80,
McCoy.
okay.
Another big kid with good hands for Coach Bill McKinney. So it's now 48-8 Pikeville. We'll just keep it right here. Phelps will be kicking it away to the Panthers now. And, As Phelps recovered the onside kick to start the second half and take over at the Pikeville 49, and they drive it in 49 yards for the score.
I'd look for another onside kick here. Don't have much to lose.
I bet you the Panthers come after this one if it's rolling slowly toward that 10 yards.
Yeah, I'd say someone has told them they don't have to wait till it goes 10.
Right.
But like you said, I think, you know, coaching staff's playing a lot of inexperienced players here, and things like that happen. Trying to get us some freshmen and sophomores some playing time, I'm sure.
Just got a score from the Apple Bowl. Johnson Central leading Paintsville 27-6. I know that's usually a great game down there, but I was afraid it might be a mismatch this year, the way that Johnson Central teams performed.
Well, I think Paintsville just beat Phelps 16-6 last weekend, didn't they?
Yes, they did. And here's Ted Honaker taking the
Tim
kick.
Hone.
That's Tim. Let's just say T. Honaker.
All them Honaker boys. And I think you noticed when the ball got to them, they was moving up instead of retreating there. So
much more aggressive this time.
So
Pikeville will have it 1st and 10 at the Phelps 49.
say Sword go into quarterback here for Pikeville number 1? I think he did. Looks like number 10, Ted Honaker in the backfield with number 34, I think it is.
Jacob Swords. And here he goes to Honaker up the middle. He breaks a couple of tackles and he's gone. Robinette chasing him. And Chris Robinette tackles him just inside the 5-yard line to save a touchdown. But Ted Honaker, a
48-yard run.
48-yarder. Great running there. I'll tell you, Kevin, he had to break 2 or 3 tackles up the middle there. Got one player hit him low there, and he just kept moving.
Yeah,
great balance.
He exploded through that line, and once he got into the secondary, it was a foot race.
He spotted it on the 2-yard line, so a 47-yard run for Honaker. Here's Sword, quarterback draw, and he's in for the touchdown.
It didn't take him long to get that 6 back or 8.
It sure did.
2 plays from the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 54-8 now. 4:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. And let's see what you're going to do about these extra points. I'd say
they go for
Brian
2.
Elkins has probably got his leg iced down from that first half.
He needs to.
Yes, he does.
I hope he stretched out real well.
They're going to go for 2, looks like.
Ted Honaker in the backfield there. And
Tim Honaker split out wide to the right here. And here's the throw to Tim, and it's tall. He goes up in the air and gets his hands on it, but unable to hold on to it. Incomplete. So 54-8, Pikeville leads it. 4:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. They'll be kicking off now to the Phelps Hornets. We'll just keep it right here, but this quarter moving along rather quickly with that running clock. The only time it stops is after a score, or if a team takes a timeout, they'll stop the clock, or if there's an injury, they'll stop it. Other than that, the clock keeps running.
it didn't take him long to get that one back.
No, it didn't.
2 plays, 48 yards. Sword taking it in from the 2 for a touchdown. I think Pikeville dropped a little bit in the polls this week, didn't they, after the loss last week?
Yeah, I think they did. I'm not sure where they are. They're still in the top 10.
I think I may have seen, they may be 9 this week. 7 or 9 seemed like I want to say.
And Elkins kicks it away. Shorter kick this time. Robinette takes it at the 20. That's Todd Robinette this time, and he's out to the 28 and taken down there. Who was that defender back there in a hurry?
Number 3, Tim
Number
Honaker.
3. Boy, how many Honakers are there out there? There's at least 4 out there, Kevin. These young men are all over the place out here tonight.
And they're only freshmen. That's the scary part. I mean, they're
Right. Great potential in these young men.
They're a very gifted young man. I've known them for a long time, and I think Pikeville's got a couple of special players there. And a couple years down the road, I wouldn't be surprised if there are some serious college state scouts looking at these kids.
Absolutely.
Of course, you know, Shirtliff and Robinson and Huffman are a very good starting unit for him this year.
Here's Chris Robinette up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, and now he fumbles. It's picked up by the Panthers. Number 22, and he's down to the 18-yard line. So good hard running there by Chris Robinette. Broke a couple of tackles and then got hit and lost the ball. Another turnover to the Panthers.
Give him a pickup of about 10 there before he coughed it up. So
ball at the 19-yard line. Pikeville first and 10. Clock running. 2:36 to play in the third.
Sore to be under center here for Pikeville, number 1. Honeacre and
here's the pitch. Honeacre breaking tackles again, and Robinette tackles him.
Pickup of about 3 there, so we'll bring up second down and 7.
And we've got a timeout here as the Phelps Hornets take a timeout. 2:06 to go in the third quarter. It's 54-8. The Pikeville Panthers leading Phelps. We'll be back on the Intermountain Sports Network. Phelps helped off the field. Handoff up the middle and a big hole, and it's a touchdown Pikeville. Number 34, Ryan Shirtler on the carry. Nice run up the middle. Great blocking there. Big hole right up the middle. And it's now 60-8. Pikeville leading it with 1:46 to play in the third quarter.
Well, Honeacre and Shirtless are out there, ain't they?
Yeah.
15-yard touchdown run, but I guess that's the younger brother.
Is going for 2. Sword under center. Split backs this time. He's throwing it again. And I think he was out of bounds.
Yeah. He caught the ball, but I think he was already out of the back of the end zone. So
That was number 85, Justin Walker it was. And good throw and good catch, just didn't have enough field.
right. So a minute and 45 to go here in the third quarter. Pikeville 60, Phelps 8.
We'll just keep it right here until the end of the quarter. And Phelps will be receiving the kickoff now. I'd like to remind the viewers out there of, about next week's games. We've got a couple of what should be really good matchups next week. We've got Pike Central at Eastridge. Should be a good ball game, a 2A district matchup. And then we've got a what on paper looks like a great matchup. You never know until you hit the field, but Prestonsburg will be at Belfry next weekend, and that's a big game there.
And I guess that'd probably be winding up some of the final games at that stadium, because won't they be moving into the new one next year?
Right, this is Belfry's last year in the old Vipperman Stadium.
So, you know, Coach Haywood don't want to losing and coming into a close on the stadium there.
And good kick by Elkins again. This one hits about the 3-yard line and rolls out of the end zone for a touchback. So Phelps will take over on their own 20. Trailing 60-8 with a minute and a half to go now in the third quarter. And let's see here how many home games Belfry has remaining. Well, they've got a couple. I think their last game ever in the stadium will be the last week of the season, October 29th. They'll be hosting Shelby Valley. So we've got, in fact, Prestonsburg next week, and then that Shelby Valley game are the only 2 remaining home games for Belfry. Week after next, they'll be traveling to Sheldon Clark, and then talk about a tough matchup. They got to go to Ironton, Ohio. This Ironton team came down here last year and beat Belfry 28-6 a couple of weeks before they go into the playoffs and win a state championship. Yeah. So that tells you a little bit about Ironton.
I think Ironton has played like 4 teams from the state of Kentucky. Seems like there's that hook and ladder again.
This time it's Harden on the catch, and who did he get it to? Chris Robinette?
I think he did.
Yes, he did. As they pick up a first down out to the 32. Clock under 30 seconds now to go.
12 yards gain.
As they set the clock, and I don't know if Phelps will run another play or not. They're going to have to hurry. If they do, it's down to 18 seconds. Clock running.
Yeah, they'll probably get one more play off.
Gannon brings them up with 10 seconds remaining. One set back. Two receivers to each side. Gannon back, looking to pass. He's in trouble, and he's sacked. Number 75 gets him.
It's Johnny Charles.
Johnny Charles, a big sack all the way back to the 24, and that's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Pikeville 60, Phelps 8. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Intermountain Sports Network. 60-8, Phelps with the ball. Here's a misdirection play to Chris Robinette. He's got a lot of room around that left side. Runs over a player out there, and I think he's probably got a first down out near the 44-yard line. He's spotted at the 43, very close to the first down marker. That's about a 20-yard pickup.
Robinette, that would give him 58 yards on the night.
And it is a 1st and 10 Phelps. Just underway here in the fourth quarter with Pikeville dominating this game, leading at 60-8. The clock continues to run with this differential in the score, so this fourth quarter won't last long.
No, I'd say Phelps probably wouldn't mind for it to already be over.
And Gannon keeps it this time. Fake the handoff to Robinette, and not much there. He gets a couple of yards.
Just to run down some stats here for Pikeville, their starters, which they won't be back in the second half here. Coaching staff decided to play some younger kids. Robinson on 9 carries had 114 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Shirtliff on 7 carries had 61 yards and also a couple of touchdowns. Huffman only ran the ball twice, but he picked up 57 yards on 2 carries. And then in the first half, he was 3 out of 6 for 41 yards with 2 touchdown passes. So.
And here's Gannon under center. Nice fake of the handoff. He's looking to throw it long for Chris Robinette. Ball unthrown. Robinette waits, gets it. He's got it. It's going to be a touchdown, Phelps. That'll be 55 yards from Gannon to Chris Robinette. As Gannon underthrew it a little bit, but a good job of adjusting there by Chris Robinette as he saw the ball wasn't going to catch up with him. He's basically stopped, slowed down, and pulled it down there with the defender really close to him. Good job by Chris Robinette. It's now 60-14 Pikeville.
Yeah, I thought he underthrew it enough where the defender was going to be able to knock it down, but Robinette went up and got it and took it on in for 6. So Phelps going to line up for a 2-point conversion.
And here's Robinette rolling out, throwing it into the corner. What a catch. That was that man, Chris Harden again, as a good job. He was well covered out there, and Robinette floated it over the defender, and he goes up in the air and pulls it in. Great job there by Chris Harden on the 2-point conversion. And it's now 60-16. Pikeville leads it with 10 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the ball game. Phelps will be kicking to the Panthers, and probably see another onside kick here, Kevin.
I venture to say yes on that. Gannon's having a good night passing. He's 7 out of 9 for 133 yards, and obviously the big touchdown strike right there. You know, he's had a 46-yard completion there in the first half to Harden, and then that one, and a couple of small, one screen pass there. I think they picked up a few yards on. So,
yes, Harden ready to kick it off. Chris Harden. Who we got back deep there, Kevin? Can you pick up those numbers?
I think it's 33 is Walls, and I think
I don't think so. I believe it's 22 and 30 back there.
Is that 30?
And Harden kicks it away. He didn't onside kick it this time. It's 82, and it's ball's loose. It's knocked loose. Pikeville chases it down and picks it up. It was
Joe Potter back there, 82.
it's number 30, which we don't have the 30 on there.
So Pikeville.
Richie. I hear the PA announcer say number 30 is Richie.
Okay.
But Richie, good heads-up play by Richie to pick that ball up. It was bouncing wildly there, and he was able to gather it in and prevent Phelps from recovering.
9 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, 60-16. Pikeville will take over on 1st and 10 from the 10, looks like.
And Jacob Sword lines up under center again. Split backs with Honaker and Ryan Shurtleff. And handoff up the middle to Ryan Shurtleff. He gets a nice gain out across the 15-yard line. Spotted at this, let's see, down near the 17, about a 7-yard pickup for Shurtleff. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Panthers.
Ryan Shurtleff, 2 carries for 22 yards so far, shared in the second half.
Here is Sword under center. Fakes it. He's going to keep it himself. Rolls out to the left. Makes a nice cut. And he gets the first down out across the 20. Good run there by Jacob Sword. Sword only a sophomore. Ryan Shurtleff playing in the backfield, a sophomore. Of course, Ted Honaker is a freshman.
Pick up a 5 for Sword and give Pikeville the first down. Under 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Sword taking it. Pitch back to Honaker. He breaks a tackle in the backfield. Turns the corner around the right side. And finally drugged down out near the 40. Good run there by Ted Honaker. Number 45, Justin Dove, I believe it was, on the tackle there. I'll tell you, if he'd gotten by Dove, he may have been gone. He had a lot of room down that right sideline. He showed a real burst of speed there to turn that corner.
Pick up of about 16 there, so it gives him 67 yards on 3 carries there already. Of course,
that's a pretty decent average for
the
a
big
freshman.
one was the 48-yarder there. You have one man to beat, and he kind of grabbed him and had the angle, so was able to force him to the sideline.
Here's a pitch again to Tim Honaker. Down the left side, all kinds of room. Across midfield. He's driven out of bounds. As once again, almost broke it all the way. 25 yards on that carry by Ted Honaker. And he's getting near 100 yards, isn't he, Kevin?
82.
82 yards already here in the second half.
He's coming out. Looks like he's a little winded.
2 long runs there, back to back.
Like we were talking earlier, I mean, they're just very, very gifted kids.
Sword under center. And handoff up the middle.
Number 3, Tim Honaker.
Tim Honaker now in the backfield. Yeah, he got a nice pickup. Penalty flag down. Holding. Oh, face mask.
Face mask.
Defensive holding, face mask. So.
We thought we was going to get one of those unusual calls again. That's going to put Pikeville, I guess have it 1st and 10 on the 25.
It is.
5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Pikeville 60, Phelps 16.
Around the 20 and down inside the 10.
Is that Richie? Is that?
I believe that's Richie.
30, Watson Ritchie on the carry. Picks up a Panther first down.
Richie, a nice run. 17-yard pickup. Down to the 8. So it's first and goal, Pikeville. 4:40 to go in the ball game. Pikeville's going to go to 4-2 on the year. They lead it 60-16. Here's Sword under center.
And he's got
Here's all kinds of room around the left side. Brian Elkins, the kicker, in the backfield there, running the tailback position. He gets the 8-yard touchdown run. 66-16, Pikeville.
Pikeville was just got a tremendous amount of yardage on the ground tonight. They're probably approaching the 400-yard mark.
Tremendous night.
They're putting up 66 points, and looks like they'll be going for 2. Honeacre in the backfield with Sword lined up in the shotgun.
And it's a bad snap. Ball all the way back at the 20. Sword picks it up now back at the 25. He fires it down the right side and incomplete.
So with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, Pikeville up 66-16. We'll take a short break and be back to bring you the final 4 minutes of action here.
This is your ready to kick off for Pikeville as the Panthers up now 66-16 with only 4 minutes 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Elkins boots it away, and he's still kicking it inside the 10 there, taking it to the 8-yard line by Chris Robinette. Robinette up the left side. Nice return. He's out near the 45-yard line. A 37-yard return for Chris Robinette.
Ken Pikeville's got 353 yards on the ground tonight.
Tremendous night for the Panthers.
And then when you tack on the 41 yards passing for Huffman, and they're approaching the 400-yard mark total offense. They've just totally dominated this ball game from the opening kickoff to.
Yes, they have. They're giving up 16 points here in the second half, but it's been against the second string.
You know, you see all the starters in first string down here standing in their jackets.
And here's a handoff over the right side. That was Todd Robinette on the carry. He's up to the near midfield. I'll spot it at the 49. Pick up of about 4 on the play.
Robinette with 30 yards tonight on the ground.
Clock running, 2:47 to go in the ball game. Here's Robinette over the left side. Got some good blocks and breaking tackles. Still on his feet inside the 30. He's down to the 26-yard line. A 25-yard pickup.
Robinette 83 yards on the ground, so he's approaching that 100-yard mark. We're approaching the final 2 minutes here in the ball game.
First and 10, Phelps from the Pikeville 26-yard line. Exactly 2 minutes to go in the game. Phelps coming up slowly. Here's the snap, and it's a reverse. Todd Robinette around the right side, and great tackle there at the 20. Number 83, Corey Brinker, a freshman. Boy, that was a fine tackle, Kevin.
He may have saved a touchdown there for the Panther defense.
A lot of room around that right side had he not made that tackle. Did pick up 7 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 3. Just inside the 20 of Pikeville. Phelps with 2nd and 3 with 1 minute 5 seconds to go in the ball game.
Phelps has got about 150 yards rushing. Pikeville, like I said, had 350 yards. So
here's the pitch to Chris Robin. Had a lot of room around that left side. And a one-handed tackle there. Number 22, who you don't have on the roster, I believe, made that save.
I think it's Miranda.
Phelps takes a timeout here with 36 seconds to go in the ball game. They want to try to get another score on the board here, and they've got a good opportunity. They've got 1st and 10 at the just outside the 10. They've got to get down to the 1 foot line for a first down, Kevin.
Yeah, I think Coach McKinney just wanted to try to maybe put one in, and you never know when it comes down to the playoff. If you get a couple wins, they go that point system, you may need that extra.
May need it, right?
6
They're going
points.
for the 4th playoff spot. You never know.